In the last video, we understood the different approval levels that we have so our agents can run commands. And in this video, we're going to cover a couple of concepts that will allow us to steer and change the work that is happening in the moment. And additionally, we'll view the different options we have to actually review the changes that our agent has made. Let's dive right in. All right, so like I had mentioned in the previous video, I already know there's a change I wanted to do. So instead of doing a follow-up message, I personally like to just edit messages. That way there's a cleaner sort of chain of actions versus a bunch of follow-ups to correct functionality. So instead, we can click on a message, and then here I'll say the input should be provided by a CLI argument. Great. And then I'll go ahead and send that off. And then this will say, this will remove your last request and undo the edits made to main.py. I can go ahead and click yes there. And then we're back to a very simple main.py. And it will go ahead and implement the functionality that I have now asked for, right? So here we say, let me look at the current state of the workspace to understand what's already there before making changes, right? And as this is working, you can also steer it. And I can say also add tests, please. And then here, if I right click, I can hit steer with message, not right click. I meant the drop down here to the right. And what this will do is actually yield upon the next action. So the agent will consider this message that we provided for steering, right? And I'll just type in a letter here so I can show you the other options. We have stop and send, which will stop the action completely or stop the agent completely and send the message, add to queue, which will queue this message to send after the current request completes, or steer, which will send the message at the next opportunity, signaling the current request to yield, right? Which is what we did here, right? So not only did I edit that first message, I also provided a message and sent it to steer the action or steer the agent's actions there as well, right? So it is now writing our tests. So we can kind of smooth this down here so we're able to view all of the code that gets generated. And the next thing I want us to review is sort of how we can review the actual code, right? It looks like it finished here. It has now created the test here for us, and it should have also provided a CLI argument here. Yes. And we can go ahead and ask it to give us some examples. So give me some examples to run my CLI. Encoder, decoder, CLI, right? And whenever the agent finishes editing files, you can see the status or summary right above the chat box. We have changes to 2 files, total 78 code lines added and 2 removed. And then we can either keep all the changes here, or we can keep all of them per file here as well. Or we can go file by file. We can open each file here, right? Main. And we can keep individual changes. The additions are in green, and whatever was removed is going to be in red. And then everything else is going to not have any color. Or you can keep all the changes per file down here as well. Or we can just click keep here to keep the rest of the changes there. Just to verify that it's working, we'll go ahead and run this example here. It says it's supposed to work, so let's see if it actually works. Well, that one was pretty simple, right? But let's give it another one. Let's say 62. And there we go. We can do one more. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. And there we go. It looks like that is working perfect for us. Okay. We have already done some reviewing files. We did some edits. We did some steering. But from here, let's say we wanted to sort of fork this into a different session. Like we want to kind of explore a different direction for this functionality. Well, I can say /fork, right? Or I can go above here where an agent action is sort of completed. So like an amount of work here. And I can click on this fork icon. I can also restore, and we'll talk about that in a second, right? So restore checkpoint will essentially restore the work up until this point. And then forking will go ahead and send this over to another session. I can also just use fork in the chat. I'll just do fork. And then we are immediately taken to the new forked session, right? We have our original session here, and then we have our forked one here. And you can see that that brings over all of our history of our session. And this is ideal if we want to sort of start exploring different functionality. Like if I wanted to say, we'll add main as the context here and refactor to an API, to a fast API. We can have that running in this session. And then that leaves our original session for us to, if we want to, I don't know, have clarifying more examples, or if we want to continue building more tests or fleshing out any other details here. And we can explore other things in a forked session if we'd like, right? Now, there is also another functionality here, which is restore checkpoint. So let's say I just hit allow all commands in the session, right? We'll move this over here. We've got a lot open here. I'm just going to do that here. We'll have our chat and then we'll move this over here. Perfect. So it is outlining here a to-do list for itself, and it's going to go ahead and refactor this from a CLI to a fast API. We can see the work done here. And let's say I actually don't want this work done. I'm going to actually let it complete there so I can show you how the restore checkpoint functionality works. But it's working through is the last thing it's doing is updating the tests for HTTP endpoints, which makes sense, of course, because the tests were originally made for the CLI, right? And these tests are gonna look a little different, right? And I'm going to click on the terminal icon, and we'll just click on the hidden terminal because this is where this agent is working right now. And there are 36 tests now, which are a lot more than what we had previously. And it looks like it is about to wrap up work because it's checked off all of its to-dos. Fantastic. So I'm going to minimize this here. Now, let's say I don't want any of this. I can actually click restore checkpoint, and we'll restore to here. And this will remove your last request and undo edits made to 2 files in your working set. Do you want to proceed? I'll click yes. And this allows us to go back to where our files in our code base was up until this point, which is ideal in case you're experimenting, in case there was a big change that you don't want to do or whatever it is. Check out checkpoints for that. And that is it for this video. And we covered a lot. So please feel free to review at your own pace. We understand how to edit a prompt. We understand how to steer our agent. We understand how to accept all the changes, undo changes, accept individual changes as well. And we finally saw how we can fork a session. We now have a couple of sessions. So in the next video, what we're going to do is review the session view, see how we can keep tabs on all the work that is going on. So I'll see you in the next video.